music, dog.
That's a new theme music.
What's up, world? It's your boy Coach TV, aka EB the Geeker, and welcome to another show. Talkin Hoops in the Sip. That's right, Talkin Hoops in the Sip. Y'all hear the music? We always coming up with new stuff. But before we get going tonight, this is our 2026 class of 2026 girls top 20 rankings. We also got my guy Shoes. He's gonna do some boys stuff as well, so it'll be a longer show. We're gonna jump right in, get at it. But before we do that, we always got to do. You see the ticker? Tatum Wade Law Firm, located 124 East of Meade Street, right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Tatum Wade are real lawyers who get real results. I say if you want to get paid, go to Tatum and Wade. Hey, listen, before I introduce everybody, I need my if you are on whatever platform you're in, I need you commenting. Let me see who's on. Say hello, say goodbye, whatever you want to do. If you would just say hello, man, right now, real quick on our little live feed. We got live deal. We got a lot going on. So, but before, hey, let's get right into it. We got our guy from C. Jones Ball Business in the building. What up? Cordarius Jones.
What up, man? I'm ready, man. Boxing gloves on. What y'all got going?
I know you got the boxing game. All right, we got Coach Norwood. Got Brooklyn Adams in the building early. We got my guy from YAG, Young and Gifted, in the building. Gino, what up, baby?
What's going on with your EV, man? No, we in for a good show tonight, so I'm ready for it.
Yes, sir. We got my guy, Mr. Dillon, in the building. Father of the great Deshaun Dillon is in the building. Also, who else we got up here today? We got my guy, the tax guy. He's accepting clients. He's also, if he can't do it all, my guy Quincy Harris, in the building today. What up, Q?
Shout out to you and the W on y'all victory last week.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, what's the name of the tax place so we can go send some people your way? Oh, he don't want no clients, Gino. He got too many right now. He's doing some taxes right now, probably. He doing
Platinum Tax Service.
Q, what's the name of it?
It's called Platinum Tax Service. Platinum Tax Service.
Platinum Tax Service in the building. Then we got down on the coast, CEO of Community Saved and All In Gulf Coast, the man with the plan, the young superstar, Gabe Barber. What up, Gabe?
What it do?
Chilling, man. Glad to have you on. And then we have the easy one from Jurassic Park is here in the building today. My guy, we don't call him the goat, we call him the elephant. The easy one, Eddie Young. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? Let me just say this real quick. Hey, I know Shoes drinking water over there, but I know my boy Core drinking on, and it's like 8:40 right now. If this show go past 8:30, boy, it's gonna get real spicy with my boy, because I'm telling you, Core ready to go, boy. Core ready to roll.
And then we have the veteran from Mississippi Hoop Report, Shoes, Lavelle Shoes Johnson. What up, Shoes?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man, I gotta give you credit, Shoes. You look really good, man, to be 71. That's awesome, man. I didn't, you look. Oh, you ain't 71. You're in your 60s, though. You look good, man. I ain't gonna be front. You
Don't get mad because I look younger than you.
Shout out to Priscilla.
Hey, Shoe, you know they jumped a 3-year champion. He in the TD Jakes lookalike contest. Boy, don't he look like TD Jakes? That's his idol. That's why he went into ministry. Did he want to act like God and witness to him when he was 18 and change the man? He just want to be like TD Jakes. That's why he got how TD got the little goatee and everything. Yeah, he's a 3-year champion. TD Jakes lookalike contest.
No, we not. I didn't go into this thing because of TD, but anyway, we're not gonna go there. But
Core, he done broke TD Jakes. You know, the real TD Jakes got money. He done broke him.
Oh yeah. But Eddie got Eddie might too. Eddie had some wine or something today. What's going on, man?
Man, you know I'm ready tonight, Core. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm trying not to go back to that 2000 and what year was it, Core? About 20?
Man, about 2020, 2019, Eddie Young. I
I'm
remember.
gonna try to be contained and be respectful to everybody on the panel and be respectful to EV because it is his show, and I'm gonna try. I ain't making no promise.
I really appreciate y'all.
I'm finna have a couple hashtags in this thing tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. You know, this on my thing. I appreciate y'all watching your profanity. This is, all of that type of stuff. So I really do appreciate that. I know we got some goons on here, but I just need y'all to just be PG-13. But anyway, let's go get right in. Let's talk about, before we get into the 2026 rankings today. First of all, let me say this about rankings. As I said on the last show, and when we talk about rankings, we everybody said, "Oh, rankings don't matter, this, that, and the other," and I disagree. Because again, we rank everything in life. We rank. You like Walmart over Kroger, or Walmart over Target. You like the Wendy's hamburger over the Burger King hamburger. Eddie likes Golden Corral over Longhorn because he eat all he wants. So you rank everything, So as he was talking about me, he's the 3-time buffet champion. I think he's placed right now. He's in the top 3 in the country right now. So we always are ranking something, and so there's nothing wrong with it. My rankings right now are based on potential, like what level, where are you going to probably end up at the next level collegiately. Also is based on what I saw last summer in AAU, and based on what you're doing, what you did last year in high school, and what you're presently doing. And to be honest with you, some of these rankings, the rankings have been out for a minute. Those I coach college basketball, so I just ain't had time to put them out. They should have been out in October because I've had them pretty much done since then. Now there have been some moving around since then, and but I don't have a problem debating, because the one thing I can say about people who throw rankings out from all the different lists and all the other stuff, what I can do is this: those who are quote unquote call themselves experts, I challenge you to go. I'd like to see your resume. I'd like to see you go shoot basketball right now. Let's do that. And then we talk about whether you qualified or not. So your qualification. Let's check your qualifications. I mean, because that's what we do.
These folks shoot with 2 hands out here.
I mean, that's what we do in everything else. We don't go to the doctor. The doctor has had to go through schooling. He had to do his residency. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to go there. Like I'm looking on this line here. It's not too many people. Gabe, I know he think he can outshoot me. I've already punished Core. Eddie.
You ain't never punished me. I'm the best shooter that ever came out this area, man.
Shoes, I ain't never shot against shoes, but it wouldn't matter. So again.
Shoes was a dunker, man. Shoes was like Dominique Wilkins. Shoes, 2-hand, throw it down, windmill, that type of guy.
Shoes had them Converse, them yellow Converse on back in the day, man.
Hey, I
I know
already got
shoes.
somebody on my list already, EV, that's around your age, running for a free throw contest. I don't mind adding you too.
Hey, listen, you don't want to put people up in no free throw shooting contest. That's what I do right now. Just
I'm
ask
just
Chuck
saying.
Phelps.
I just
Chuck
add you
Phelps,
to the
you
list
know.
now. I add you to the list.
Hey, if you ain't gonna keep on disrespecting me on this show, like I wasn't Steph Curry before Steph Curry now. So I'm gonna leave it that alone.
We got to put that together. EV and Core, we got to get it together.
I've
Yeah, he
already,
be talking, so I be letting him make it though, because
I've
he's a
already
geeker.
popped court. I popped court in my camp several years ago.
Hey,
Like,
shoes, he hit
don't do it, man.
he hit the shot off the backboard. Man, I ain't shooting no backboard shot
Hey,
from
listen,
top to key.
I called it. I
Oh,
called
you
it.
got
I
hit a
already,
lucky shot on your court.
no, sir.
Hit a
No, sir.
lucky shot on your court.
No, sir. Gordon, I hit three in a row switches, and I said, "This is what a real shooter can do. He can go to the free throw line and say bank shot and shoot it. He can't do that. See, a lot of people can't even do this. You see the form? You see it? See, a lot of
I ain't
people don't
finna
put
let
this in.
EV sit on here and do that.
A lot of
EV
people
was
right
a
here,
show
they
that
don't
day.
know
He was a show.
this. Hey,
They paid for EV to win.
hey, they don't know. And you know what? Well, anyway, we ain't talking about my shoes. Kendrick Purvis in the building. So, what's up, Kendrick? Anybody else? Brendan Robinson is in the building. Brendan Robinson said, "What's up, Coach Young?"
What's up, Brenda? How you doing, my girl? Brenda was the hooper. You remember Brenda back in the day, don't you? Murrah team won the state championship shoes back in the day. Brenda was a pretty good player. Yeah.
Brenda said also on here, Coach Young, "Are you hungry?" She got something for
Now,
you.
hey, tell Brenda that me and you was together earlier, and I had ordered some food. When I came back to the car, you had ate everything I had. You're just a low down, dirty dog, man. Brenda,
Uh,
he's terrible, man. He's a terrible guy to deal with, Brenda Rob.
Brenda said 1991. That's when she was there. 1991. She's letting you know. She said she was hungry back then too. But anyway, we're gonna start talking about that.
Hey, hold on. I ain't gonna let y'all skip. We gotta keep, man. Eddie told me the most funniest thing the other day. Eddie, could you give me the story about EV and the quick trip? That boy love him some quick trips, man. Go, man, give me that story again, please.
Man, look, we was in I think we were in Atlanta, and he had rode there with Chuck. And Chuck had gave me a heads up before. He had said, V had rolled up with him, I think, or whatever. And that 6 hour drive, Atlanta is normally a 6 hour drive. Chuck said it took him 8.5 hours because every damn quick trip on Highway 20, he had to stop and get this big head a damn what do you call it? The big old 64 ounce ice slushy. He called them, hey Gay, what do you call them? I love those slushies, man. Those slushies are good. So he went in there too. So Chuck by day two, Chuck was tired of taking him to the gas station every day. So he had hoboed a ride with me back to the room, and we stopped at the quick trip. He was in there for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I had to pump the gas and got back in the car. I'm sitting there like, what in the hell is he in there doing? Well, he don't meet no strangers. He in there talking, by no witness, and laid hands on somebody in there, and come out there with that big old drink, a big old 64 ounce damn. I think it was a dream sickle or whatever. What flavor was it? Cherry, lime, maybe.
Every color in the every color in the building.
Man, hey, Stu, that drink was so damn big, about a 64 ounce. And so he drunk quick trip, but he's done good since then. I think he's 2 years removed from drinking any, and now he just get the big cup of water. That workouts on Sunday, he had one of them big old cups, but he had ice water in there. So I'm proud of my big brother. I'm proud of my OG. But I was sitting in that court in the car like, what in the
Hey,
hell is he
hey,
in there doing?
just think, I went to Indiana with EV, so you get out the hook.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
listen,
yeah.
man.
Right on with Indiana.
But I have, I've taken a break from the and I take a break from the cherry limeade. I had to stop. It was a guy. I'm gonna tell you why I stopped. There was a guy at church had said he had stopped drinking, and then the Lord dealt with me and said, "Why don't you just drink water? You just need to stop drinking all that and just drink water." And man, it's all April will be 2 years. Now I'm just trying to hear God when He tell me to stop drinking, eating these chocolate chip cookies. That's where I got to be obedient. That's what's that's hurting me now. But you understand that, don't you, Eddie? You get that. I mean, you like
Well, you said what you call Little Debbie? What you call Little Debbie snack cake? What you say? She was a what?
she's a nasty hoe. She been,
Hey, look, shoes. I ain't gonna lie. I run them down. Them 2 days out there in Atlanta, I run them down about that damn drink. So I stopped in there. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I can't tell a lie, boy. I stopped in there and got a big old daggum cream soda one, boy. Them son of a guns good. Goodness, that drink is good. I tell you, I went, look, I double back. Court, I run him down and double back and got old cream soda. Goodness, that damn drink was good.
it's really good. I'm glad I'm off of it. But anyway, Wendy
Man,
Motley
funny,
said,
man.
"Hey, Mr. Harris, how y'all doing?" Wendy, hello, appreciate you, commenting. And real quick, let's go over. Does anybody have the, just recently? We want to give a shout out to all the young ladies who made and young men who made the Mississippi Alabama All-Star game. So does anybody have the list for the girls?
Hold on, I think I can find it real quick.
You got the list for the boys. Let me see. I may have the girls list here. We want to go over that real quick, and then we're gonna shift into the rankings. Do I have the list for the girls?
Hold on.
If somebody's watching, they got the list. Shoot it to me or tell me.
Jay boy from Alabama, I know he got the list on it, Jay.
I got it right here. All right, let's go down.
I'm with you, baby. I got it.
All right, I got the girls. All right, we'll start out. Coaches for the will be Byron Sparks from New Site, head coach. Assistant coach will be Holly Moncrief, who's the head coach at Brandon. Donnie Fuller is the administrative coach. And Stephen Bush will be the athletic trainer. All right, we're going to start out. We'll go by alphabetical order. And again, congratulations to these young ladies. And when I look at this, I had my we did the top 25 last week. And a lot of these young ladies made the top 25, top 25s. Starting out with Belmont.
Well, you dead on, EV. All of them ought to be on there.
I was very close. One young lady, and I'm going to talk about her today a little bit, just missed the cut. She was in and just kind of missed the cut. And I'll even say why for me. But anyway, Carly Brock, point guard from Belmont. Coach Chris Higginbottom is her coach. She made it. Chloe Chisholm from New Site. Byron Sparks, as I said, is the head coach. Anaya Cook from Boonville going to ICC. Carly Brock is going to ICC too. I don't know where Chloe Chisholm is going. I haven't heard. Lila Cox going to Mississippi College from Pontotoc. Kyle, coached by the great Kyle Hurd. Love Kyle Hurd. And you know what? Lila was one for me who was in my top 15 last year and just dropped for me only because I didn't think she had I thought some young ladies passed her in the summer, but I'm a big Lila Cox fan. She definitely was in my top 25. If you just missed the cut, I only have 5 names in there. So if you do the math, you're still top 25. You just didn't make the top 20, but she's definitely deserving. Then you have Shakira Ducksworth from West Jones, coached by Sharon Murray. Zariah Edwards, a.k.a. Big Z from Starkville, coached by Matt Wilbanks. Ikemi Johnson, Yazoo City, coached by Joffrey Washington. I had her 11th. Kelsey Mangum from Brandon, coached by Holly Moncrief. I think she's around 16. Nadia Norfleet, Tupelo, coached by Matt Justice, 9. Macy Pfeiffer, Ingomar, number 2. Trent Adar is the coach. Jay Rucker, my number 1, 2025, coached by Matt Justice. And Johanna Wilson, a.k.a. JoJo Calloway, high school, and Ashley Sutton. And as I said last week, to be honest with you, I thought that Jade Rucker and Macy was a clear 1 and 2, but from 3 to 10, and I know we had some disagreements and different things, it could have been easy. It could have easily been any of those young ladies. It could have been JoJo could have been as high as 3. Love JoJo. Nadia Norfleet could have been as high as 3. Carly Brock, and it was just really a situation where we went with Araya Grace from and Shakira Ducksworth, and then we went with 2 bigs and then 3 guards. So that's a good list there. Anybody? I think there's one name that I think that potentially that could have been on that team that wasn't. But I want to see what you guys have to say real quick about that list, real quick, and then Shoes will run through the boys. Anybody? Any name that just stands out?
Is you playing that music constantly like that?
Huh?
Is that you playing that music like that?
Yeah, man, that's my background. I'm sorry. It's like
I'm my bad. I can't even hear you really.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of drowned. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
What about the rest of y'all? Do y'all feel like that too?
I don't hear the music now. I hear you folks in the background, but I don't hear the music.
No,
That
it's
sound
off.
jamming.
Yeah, it was moving a minute ago because I can hear they're on the I'm around some music right now. But can everybody else hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you're in the jungle and sometimes it's I know sometimes you can't hear me. But anyway, anybody omissions on the girl side? Gabe, anybody that you thought was omitted? Eddie?
I thought for the most part it was an overall good list. I mean, obviously Caitlin Hall from Kahoma. I'm sorry,
That's the one. That's the name right
yeah,
there for me.
Clarksdale. I'm sorry.
No, she's from
You
Kahoma
could Kahoma County, yeah. She's probably the one that you could debate and argue, but overall, I mean, you got to take somebody off the list, and I think it was a solid list for the most part.
Yeah, great list. I think you for the most part, I agree with you. All right, choose boys. Go down that list.
All right. They started off. They took they took Jamari and Fleming from Canton, Mike Williams from Germantown, Kedrick Simmons from Boonville, Ashley McGee from South Jones, Dylan Rowe from Madison Central, Phil Nelson from Ridgeland, and Demetrius Duffy from Tupelo, and Brandon Barnes from Braylon Barnes from Brandon, which I thought those were the clear definitive the top 8 guys that they needed to have. After that, it was a number of guys that could have been plugged in. The other guys that they went with were second player from Madison Central, the forward J.P. Baldwin. They went with Garrison, what's the boy name?
Reese Garrison.
Reese Garrison from I wasn't reading out the list. I was going off the top of my head. But they went with Reese Garrison from Olive Branch. Stanford Spearman from Coffeyville, small school guy that's been putting up a lot of points up there up north. So they wanted to give him his chance. And then Keelan Rich from Pascagoula. And overall, I think it's a good list. I like it. They got enough forwards, enough big guys. Got pretty good guard play. Like I said, I thought that first 8 was locked in definitively the 8 guys that we needed to have at the state. And after that, it was a lot of guys that mixed and matched. I think Tim Holiday probably is going to be the 2 guys that jumped in my mind most that I would have could have been there would be Tim Holiday and David Washington from Starkville. Those are the 2 guys. And I know that they were in the mix. I talked to coaches, somebody that was there, so I know that they were in the mix. But somebody, like you said earlier about Hall, somebody wasn't gonna make it.
Hey, Shoes, can I ask you something? The girls for the last 2 years, we've been on the girls, we've been kind of getting the hell beat out of us. Alabama's been kind of owning the girls. How has it been on the boys' side for the past maybe 5 years or so?
I know we got a win the year Rashad was a senior. Rashad led them to a win. I don't know. I can't remember. We got a win the last couple of years. Hold on. I can't remember what the outcome was last. I think we lost. No, we won last year. We won here last year. But we had lost like the 2 years before that. I know we had lost. But we won here at home last year.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've been competing. We're still a pretty good. I think we're a little ways down in the overall count.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, they did win last year, and I know we won the year Rashad was a senior.
Well, hopefully this year, this can be the year to turn around. We get a nice sweep. I know the game is going to be in, I think, Mobile, Alabama. Is that where it's going to be?
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama.
I think that's going to be around March 7th, 8th, somewhere like that. So, anyway, all right, we're going to go into
But
these.
tell me this, EV though. I mean, why in your mind, why not take Hall? She got size, man. Like we need size on that team. A little
Well, you
bit
got
more.
Sanaa Cook and you got Big Z. So you got
But
two.
she's the biggest though.
Yes, she is. Ain't no question. I don't know, and she has the numbers. She's had, you talking about young ladies had probably had 1,500 over 1,500 points and 1,500
I
rebounds.
mean, I'm trying to think like she made Danny Dozen. Did they didn't see the Danny Dozen list or like I'm kind of confused.
That's a good question. I don't know, shoes. Maybe you can help us. I don't know what the
I mean,
criteria.
you all were talking just last week about how underappreciated she is, underperformed she is, underappreciated she is. It might be a situation where the head coaches from over in East Mississippi, over on the east side, Hollis from down here in Jackson. She just might not. They might not know a lot. Might not have known a lot about her. I don't know who else was in the meeting. What other coaches or who
Yeah.
else was there? You don't know if the Delta had a good representation of coaches in there, or whatever. And like you say, her name just doesn't resonate like a lot of the other girls throughout the
But
state.
when you on, but just when you looking at Danny Dozen, you see a 6'3", a kid that's putting up crazy numbers. The kid can really hoop. Like what is we? The kid done played in the EYBL what 3 years? And I'm just giving her accolades right now because I think
Yeah,
she should be on the list. I'm taking her all day long over. I'm just saying. We can't have enough height and girt. She's a rebounder. I don't. I'm just getting a little debate on that. I just wanted to do good.
yeah. Well, I think that is a name we can say that was omitted, especially as seniors. It's a list for seniors. Uh, it's a senior game, so it'll be interesting. We'll never know, I guess. but
Wow.
all right, we're gonna go
But
into
hey, but shout out to them all in girls, man. 7 all in girls on that list, dog. Biggest program in the state.
these. Corey getting started early, huh, Eddie?
I'm with you. I'm with. Hey, Gabe, that sound damn good to me. 7 out of 12. That ain't bad. Last year, what was it? 9 out of 12 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
Listen, we are Mississippi, so it is what it is. All in, we in the building every time.
hey, and just so y'all know, we do run the SIP. Let's go, man.
So, all right. So, just missed the cut. These are young ladies who were I consider to me right on the outside looking in, and then we have a list that I'll list where the best of the rest, and that'll be on my website. But these young ladies, and in no particular order, we'll go by pretty much alphabetical as far as first name.
But
Oh,
you doing your 2026s now, Evie?
20,
You moving on to the 2026s?
yep, 2026. Just
Okay.
these are
Well,
my just
we talking about the All-Star game, man. You better get somebody head up. You moving on.
Oh, we moved on. I just said we moved on. Moving right along. We hit the All Star game. We already talked about the boys who just didn't miss it. Then the girl. Now we're going to what the show is. The geek is about.
Okay.
All right. So just missed the cut.
Gotta teach them how to communicate, y'all. Gotta teach them how to communicate.
That's right. The older teach the younger. From Tupelo, this young lady's a backup player for the number one team. Well, was the number one team in the state. I still think they are when they're healthy. Tupelo, Destiny Trice. Destiny is someone, like I said, who to me is teetering that top 20. She had a really good summer, not probably playing as well on the high school team. She's probably got up this high for me because of how well she played in the summer. Also, just missed. I really like this young lady, Hannah Jones from Northwest Rankin. Hannah plays so hard, has a motor, really good from 15 feet and in. Then we have just missing the cut from Callaway, uh, Big Shelby Walker, 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot. She went over 500 rebounds for the year this early during the year. Then we have from Morton High School, Tessa Jenkins. Tessa's had a good summer. Here she's been doing pretty decent early on at Morton. And then from Park Lane Academy, Zoe Alford. Zoe Alford's a perennial, double-digit scorer from Park Lane. Plays for the Mississippi Jazz, I think, in the AAU. I saw her play this summer. She's just a solid kid. So those are my just missed the cut. Any comments from Eddie or the guys or any of those people?
I like this.
No. Yep. All those kids can play.
Choose who just missed your cut. That missed your top 20. Just missed the cut.
Like I say, I'm still working on my updated rankings. I was actually playing with them some today. The guys right on the outside for me right now are kind of like kid up at West Union, West Union, John Gray Morrison, Caden Arkberry over at Pearl, Caleb Hearns at Kahoma County. Looks like Ashton Manuel's gonna fall just outside this region. Those four I know are just missed. Couple other guys. A couple other guys that I think he played well. Were close to what I was giving some consideration. Devin Moore at Germantown and Braylon Park at Madison. They've been playing well. Those guys are kind of the guys right on us. And probably the closest to being in is probably Ashton. Ashton, he really shoots it. He's having a good season over at Region, but he's kind of taking a role more of being, a role player at Region this year. He was a little more of one of the guys when he was at Callaway last year, but he's kind of been more of a role guy. Hitting open shots, not doing as much out the dribble now, but showing some ability, but not being as aggressive as he has been in the past.
Right. I happened to see him recently. They played Columbus, and to be honest with you, it was my Columbus guys who are on here. They know it was the Phil Nelson show.
Yeah.
Besides Columbus locking up, because Columbus had everybody else on lock, but Phil Nelson went for 36. And he was really tough. But Columbus did come out with the win. I know they want me to mention that, so I did mention that, Gino and Q. So I was there. But Ashton Manuel, good young fellow used to play at Callaway, good piece. Ridgeland, they got some pieces. That's gonna be a good, going forward. That's gonna be a good one. All right, let's go into the top 20. Coming in at 20. Number 20, this young lady's around 5'11", 6 feet, can shoot the basketball. She's going to play at the next level, either volleyball or basketball. She's going to be a 4. She's really going to be a face-up 4. I just saw, man, which was incredible to me. I almost have to question the stat sheet, but I just saw she had 17 blocks in the game. Like, you know how hard it is to get 10 blocks, but let alone 10, 17. And that's Miss Kaylee Estes from Walnut coming in at number 20. At number 19, this young lady right now is averaging around 11 points a game, plays at Germantown. She's an elite shooter. When she's open, she can knock down shots. At 19, we have a 5'7", 5'8", Ayla Benson.
She can shoot.
Yeah, she can shoot the basketball. And at 18, from this young lady is really good one-on-ones, has some 20-plus games this year. Really good, solid player. I really like her. She's got a little yah-yah in her game from Jackson Academy. And from Jackson Academy, 5'8", Aubrey Chambers. At 17, this young lady is really versatile. Her brother was really good. She is a big guard. I think at the next level she'll play the three. Comes from a basketball family, been a lot of different places. 6'1" from MRA, Presley Hughes. And then finally, by first, the first five at 16, coming in 5'11", 6 foot. She's averaging around 17.4 a game. One of the top scorers in the state from Grenada, Carly Brown. So those are my first five there, 16 through 20. Talk to me, fellas.
You stat checked everybody. You good? You straight?
Yeah, I stat checked a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
Let me put it like this: Max Prep is not the most accurate thing, but I did go on Max Prep and stat checked.
Okay, that was up. Cool.
That's where I got. Now I didn't have
Okay.
anything. I didn't see anything points wise for like Kaylee Estes and people like
Yeah.
that. I
That
did. I saw the
I
17.
heard they don't put it. They put it in SB Live. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Kaylee S is definitely a player, man. It's gonna be a player
Don't nobody
that's gonna
hardly put these
rise.
stats in SB Live. Don't nobody
I
put
don't
stats
know.
in SB Live.
I don't know what that's what I heard. I don't know how.
They don't put the stats in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You
see
can
here.
find stats in Max Prep.
Yeah, and even they don't even do that as much as they should. So again, when people are doing stuff and coaches and stuff, they go to look. High school coaches, you got to put stats somewhere. I mean I think that's fair to the kids. Put it somewhere. That so people can go and check it out. So, but anyway, sometimes it's about stats, sometimes it's not. But you at least need to put the stuff in. They put the work and put the time in and do it. I think you need to. I think that's the least they can do.
I agree. They're gonna recruit you. I mean, they're gonna scout you anyway.
Yeah. So, anybody else have any comments on that first those five right there?
No, I think you
Kaylee
did a
Estes should
good
be
job.
a he did a good job. But Kaylee Estes is gonna make a more of a name for herself than she already did. That's one of the best prospects behind. And 2A, she's the best prospect behind Macy Pfeiffer in 2A. Like they man, she got a body of a basketball player. Man, I seen her play Saturday. She looked really, really good, man.
Right. Okay. All right. Shoes. What's your bottom five for 2026 class?
I'm gonna say this right quick too. When I was doing the Just Missed, I mentioned Kate Arterberry and Pearl. I said that Ashton might have been one of the most closest misses, but he's right there also. Man, the kid just puts up numbers. He's not there. He's not super athletic. He's only about 6'4.5", 6'5". Man, but he just grinds out, and puts up numbers for him out there at Pearl. So he's a guy that, and like I say, I haven't actually finished my rankings yet, so I'm still fiddling with them. So who knows? By the time I release them, those two might be in the top 20. Right now, I'm looking at my bottom five would be at 20. I'm going with Xavier Webster, the kid from Heritage Academy, the guard. Marcus Goodlow, the guard from 5'10" guard from JA. Kevin Roberts, the 6'5" forward, who's also a prime baseball prospect at Jackson Prep. I know you probably he probably got you say he got locked up last week, but I love Cameron Snow at Ridgeland. He's just solid with the ball as a point. He hits shots. He handles the ball well and runs the team. He's not flashy, but he's extremely efficient and solid. And then at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed somebody. At 18, I had between Goodlow and Roberts, I had Mike Johnson from Germantown. Mike Johnson from Germantown.
I think that's a good list. That's Xavier Weber.
Weber.
You said Webster, but he's Weber.
Yeah, Xavier Weber.
And he's all of those kids I've had a chance to see him. I'm like you. I love Snow too. I thought Columbus did a really good job on Snow. Snow was the guy. Gino popped back on because Gino was messing with Snow. Gino, talk to us a little bit about what Snow did to you that made you kind of, Gino was like, I just want y'all to understand, Gino is like he's the quietest guy in the world, but when it comes to that Columbus deal, he turns into a professional heckler. I mean, what you do to Snow there, Gino?
No, man, it just kind of just sort of been like a little rivalry deal in the district that been going on with Columbus and Ridgely. So, it's just a lot of stuff from last year that's just carrying on over to this year. That's basically what it is.
Man, ain't no listen, bro. I seen you jumping up and down the sideline, man. Come on now, give us a little more than that now.
No, it's just rivalry, man. Who the better team. We both in the running for the state this year. I ain't
Man, I'm
gonna
glad guys
really
like you
do
can
all
rep
that, but
y'all school. I'm
yeah,
glad y'all can rep y'all school. I'm sitting my tail down, man, every game. Hurt now, don't care who's hurt now to play. I'm sitting down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Shoes, Gino
Huh?
and his, Gino is like you know the fellows
The
from
two
California.
boys, the two boys from Callaway, yeah.
Sir, he's on that level. He's on that. I mean, he got the baby Karen. He's got the throw him out the
He
gym.
got the jerseys on deck,
Yeah, he got all
Jordans.
that. He got all that going. He got all that going.
man,
As we
y'all got
welcome to the stage my guy Yusuf Fitzgerald. What up, Seth?
What up?
Uh, so
Yeah.
who else did you say? Oh, Kevin Roberts. Let me say something about Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts is a real man. At 6'5", he's a man child. Like he's you're talking about a guy who's probably gonna get drafted in the major leagues,
The
but then
baseball.
he's a really good, Major League Baseball. He's a really good basketball player. I'm a big fan of Kevin Roberts, and that's a good that man. That's a good top 20. Then Mikey Johnson, son of Trey Johnson, uh, former NBA player, associate head coach at Jackson State. Silky smooth, little Trey. Mikey, he can flat out play. So I think that's a really good list. All right, we're gonna moving right on to 15 through 10. Let me go back to the list. Let me find it. All right. At 15, this young lady had an awesome. She really improved over the summer. I mean, she probably went from at one point she was in my 50s and 40s. I'm only, I don't even do it like that anymore. But she was in the 50s and 40s, and now she's at 15. She had a really good summer. Got a chance to see her. She's She's a kid that can really get downhill, and she's a flat out goon. Plays on a really good high school team, and was a part of a good high school team last year. They're pretty good this year. 5'7", 5'8" from South Panova, Lauren Norwood. She's coming in at 15. At 14, this young lady wasn't even in my rankings because I hadn't seen her, and she popped up into the top 15. She's a really good size. Uh, Plays for Brandon, 6 foot Carissa Baker. She's at 14. At 13, this young lady's a flat out dog. She can flat out play. Uh, Tough as nails, great mid range, looks the part. She really looks the part. I think in time she'll be a Division I player at some time, and that's from the young lady from Meridian, uh, Kamora Hughes, coming in at 13. And at 12, this young lady wasn't even in my rankings last year because I didn't see her play. She came to one of my combines, and I just fell in love with her. She's a kid that is a Division I prospect, uh, and from a small school here in the GTA, 6'1" from Caledonia, Ashaya Williams. And then at number 11, this young lady, and I was, I was having a conversation with my guy, Barber, in the summer when I saw this young lady play. In the summer, I didn't see uh, what I needed to see per se. But in high school, you can't dismiss her numbers, and she's arguably one of the top, statistically wise, one of the top 3 or 4 high school seasons of the year so far, and that's 5'10" wing for Wes Harrison. I think Wes Harrison's like 16-1. Sydney Barber, sister of Gabe Barber, and Gabe and I had us some little discussion today. Sydney's having a phenomenal year. She's athletic. She's a track star. And to be honest with you, when I saw her in the summer, I just thought, well, maybe she's she's a track star. But then I, got a chance to see her this year. She's gone over 1,000 points. I think she has the state high this year so far with 43 points. So she's coming in right at 11. So let's talk about those five guys and those five players, and talk to us. Your thoughts. Either one of you, Gabe, Corey, Eddie, Gino. You know a couple of those girls too. So just jump in. Q.
What you got, Ed?
Well, I think he's got two girls on the list that shouldn't even be in the top 25 or top 30, let alone top 15. But it's his rankings and it's his opinion. So, but as far as the Sydney Barber go, I do agree with it. She's having, you could argue, a top 3 or 4 season, regardless of class. Just been a stat stuffer. I know a lot of games he probably would have had, you know, 35, upward 35, maybe even a couple other 40-point games. She's up big at halftime and sitting, most of the second half, but she's had some 27, 28 point 2-quarter games. By halftime, she's got 28, 30 points in a lot of those games. But so far, the only thing I can say is I'm so excited he hadn't had any ties. But in terms of a couple of those kids, and I'm not going to call the names, but those kids shouldn't even be in the top 25 to 30, let alone top 15.
Now, Eddie, are those kids, whoever they are, have you seen those kids? Are those kids you've seen recently?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yep, I have.
All right. Hey, Gabe. I mean, not Gabe, but Gabe, anything you want to say, Gabe? It's okay to talk about your sister.
No, I do want to say the kid from Meridian. No, I really like her. I just want to throw that out there. I really do like Kamora Hughes from Meridian.
Gino, talk to us a little bit about Ashaya Williams. You've actually seen Ashaya. You're a Q.
Ain't there right now.
Q, are you doing taxes right now? I mean, you with a client?
Them W-2s ain't came out yet, have you got them estimates?
All right, well, we'll get back to them. Shoes, go with yours.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to say before Shoes go, Lauren Norwood, she's a dog, man. She deservedly so her ranking. She could probably be a little higher, but I love Lauren who she's the absolute dog. Ain't nobody gonna punk her out, dog. You go against Lauren Norwood, you know who you going against every day of the week.
Now, every kid that coach could go up a little bit higher, man.
Yeah, they could. Yes, sir.
You right about that, Eddie. Everybody. I mean, if they ain't gonna go up higher. Hey, talk to us. I see you pop back on. What's up with Ashaya Williams? You've seen her play, work out before. Talk to her. Do you think 12 is a okay ranking for her?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's solid for her. I mean, Ashaya, she got nice size. With a big, she right there at 6'2", nice height. She efficient on the block. She can hit the mid range. Her ball handling, it decent for a big, but she's still getting better though. So I think that's a good ranking for her. If you like it right there, I like it for her. I know on her stat side, I know tonight they played tonight. Actually, I just looked on Twitter, man. She had 23 tonight. I think she had like 23 and 12 tonight, but she done had like multiple 20-point game this season. I ain't sure what Caledonia current record is, but I know they're a team over 500. I don't think they done lost no more than 5 games, if I ain't mistaken, in 5A. So I mean, she having a solid season, So I mean, I don't see her slowing up with her stat wise. We'll see how it go. But I mean, you got her at 12. I like her right there.
Sure. All right. Here we go. No, Shoes, talk to us, boys.
Okay. Like I said, I'm still in flux, but right now, like I said, I was playing with them today. Right now, if I went right now, next 5 would be at 15, Lazavian Banks, the 5 I might be giving him an inch. 8 guard at Lanier. I mean, I love Xavier. You know, I don't like it. And you all know I'm rough on little guards. I'm rough on little guards, but Xavier he's explosive about the dribble. He's quick. He can shoot the ball. He can score it. He can get downhill. He will dunk. He will dunk on you if you get caught slipping. I mean, he's got that. He's got one of those that factor where he can really. I think he can. If he goes JUCO, he could fall at a solid, maybe play some low major basketball. You know, it's a push because of his size, but he possibly could. He's got a lot of ability. Next, I got a kid right now. I'm looking at this kid, and I've been debating. He's been a top 10 kid for me, but he's not playing this year. He's got an injury, and I'm trying to decide whether to leave me in, how far away I want to slide him with that injury because he hadn't played all year. That I want to take him out and then put him back in next year. But Brendan Shuttles, the coach's son up in New Albany. Brendan can score, man, but he's also a top-notch quarterback. Threw for a lot of yards this year. Probably going to college and play quarterback. But he has I want to say it was a Achilles injury. I talked to someone about a week ago because I didn't see any. Jeff was doing highlights from a New Albany game, and I didn't see any on him. I called Jeff to ask him how did he play, and he told me that he's out for the season with a lower leg for foot injury. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to leave him, where I'm exactly slide him at. But as of right now, I've got him at 14. I've slid him some. Next to him is Karen Leno, the 6'6" kid that passed Christian. He's long, he's about 6'6", long arm, moves up and down the floor well, can finish around the rim, athletic. They use him at the top of the press. You know, he's really active, and he gets a lot done for past Christian. Next, and I'm gonna run off these 3 guys because they all kind of lump right in there together with me, and I haven't decided what order they're gonna be in. But right now I got Mike Hood at 12, Terrell Warren at 11, and Demarion Gibson at 10. And like I said, I haven't decided totally what order they're gonna be in, but I like all 3 of those guys. Demarion can really shoot the ball. Terrell he handles and shoots, nice combo guard. And Mike a dog. I mean, you always talking about Mike, and I'm gonna give you credit. He does. He's a heck of a player. My biggest question to Mike is at his size and what he does, how it translates to the next level. You know, but as far as productivity right now, man, he gets it done. So I went one low. I went into my number 10 slot, but those are the guys I got right now, slotted from 15 to about 10. All right. Any rebuttals?
I got myself I got myself muted. I want to say, Mike, that dude from the hood is the real deal. I love him. He's a kid, your right shoes. When you're looking at where you put him, I put him at the SWAC in the SWAC as an undersized 4 because that's where I see him right now. If he doesn't get any better, because he's athletic enough, he's tough enough, I think he would fit like an Alcorn. I think he would fit an Alcorn perfectly. You know, I don't think he fits. And he's similar to the boy that was at Jackson State last year that played in Starkville. What's the boy name that went to Northeast? He transferred to Jackson State.
We talked about him last week. Like we talked about the same thing last week when we got off the air. What's his name? When he's in Louisiana Lafayette now.
He's at Lafayette. God.
Yeah. I can't think of his name.
Anyway, we'll come back to it. Gino Q, talk to us about Mike Hood. That's your people. That's your people there. Gino Q, Mike Hood, talk to us.
I gonna let Q do it, man. Q, you there?
Q gonna attack.
Yeah. Mike Hood, man. Mike Hood only gonna get better. I mean, Mike Hood do stuff that just don't show up on the stat sheet. I mean, he just a hard-nosed player. He gonna rebound. He gonna defend, and You get in there, he just might dunk on you.
Yeah, I like Hood. You know, I was sharing that about people, and you know, this is how you talk. The boy named Zeke Cook. That's who it is.
Zeke Cook.
Zeke Cook. That's who he reminds me of. You remember Zeke? Y'all remember Zeke Cook from Starkville? Q and Gino.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
who Mike Hood reminds me of. And you know, I was sharing that about people. Like I was sharing this on Twitter, and I was saying how he's a guy that can get 20 and 10. You don't have to call no plays for him. And somebody said, I didn't even respond because it was so ignorant. Somebody said, sound like you hating on the coach. No, I ain't hating on the coach. As a coach, Mike Hood is the type of kid you want to have. You don't want to have to call a play. You know he gonna go get his. That's what you. Those are the type of kids you don't like them. You love them, and every coach needs a Mike Hood, you know, on his team. And that kid, I can't say enough. Who was the other kid that you mentioned? Somebody else I wanted to mention. Who was the number?
Was it T.J. Warren?
I know
T.J. Warren from Starkville.
TJ Solid. I like him. Transfer.
DeMarion Gibson, the shooter from Greenville.
I don't know him. Who's the other one?
What about Karen Leno?
Who?
Oh, Xavier Banks. You might want to comment on Xavier. Xavier Banks. Yeah.
Xavier and who else?
Okay, well, Xavier Banks, Brendan Shettles, Karen Leno, Mike Hood, Terrell Warren, and DeMarion Gibson.
Yeah, it was Xavier. Love Zay. Zay.
You know, and I told you, I said what I said. You know, I'm not big on little guards, but he's got another gear. He's one of those guards that got another gear.
Yeah. He's a little guard that I'm like you. I ain't a huge fan of little guard, but I'm a fan of Zay from Lanier, and I've seen him since he just kept getting better and better. From he was a freshman, he was small, and he's still small, but he got a little stronger. He got some ups. He's dunking the basketball now. Yeah, he's that guy. He's that dude. Hey, Q, you want to mention anything about TJ Warren? I know that's from your area, you or Gino. Warren.
Yeah, I think TJ is a solid point guard. TJ coming from a team at New Hope where he was, you know, the first option and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, to get 20 shots a night. Now he having to share the ball a little bit more. Playing for a new coach, new system. But, you know, next year I'm looking forward to him getting better. But TJ is a solid player. He can shoot the basketball. Got to work on the ball handling a little bit more, but he's a very solid player.
Gotcha. All right, moving straight along. We're moving along pretty good pace here today. Eddie's, you know, he's hungry, but he's still controlling himself. That's great. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Feel free to make some comments. We want to hear from you guys as well. We don't mind if you debate. Just keep it respectful. I see Champion Athlete says, unfortunately, our young folks don't get the service they should from these schools. That's from Champion Athletes. Coming in at number 10 for the class of 2026, 5'11". This kid is wiry, strong, athletic, has several Division I offers, one from Chicago State, one from Mercer. 5'11", 6 feet, Cadence Crump. She's a part of the that number one team that top team, you know, Tupelo. Then at number 9, this young lady can do it all. She just 100. She goes, you know, 40 going north all the time. She can shoot it. She can defend. Combo guard, 5'7", Kylie Truss. And coming in number 8, this young lady, when I saw her last year, didn't get a chance to see her this summer that much, but when I saw her last year, I saw a wild, almost like a wild animal out there. She was mean, tough, flat out goon, played hard. You know, obviously you could tell she's played a long time. And then I saw her just recently. I saw a young lady who's matured. You can tell she's matured in a year playing basketball. She was at one time, you know, those of you know what a 5-speed is, she was always in 5th gear. But as a point guard, sometimes you got to be able to shift into 3rd gear and be able to play it with pace. And this young lady, I've just seen her improve, and she's playing with pace, and that's 5'5", young lady from Ridgeland High School, Ava Young. Really impressed with her. And then, just watching her play recently. This next young lady's been hurt, but she was really skilled. Unfortunately got hurt last summer. Didn't want to punish her, per se for being injured. Last time I seen her when she wasn't, she was one of the top guards from down south, from St. Martin's, 5'6", Khalil Lowry, and at number 6, this young lady transferred from JA over to Laurel, 5'9", 5'10". She can really get downhill with the best of them. In the summertime, she plays, to be honest with you, a lot better in the summer than when I see her in the school ball. School ball, they had her, in my opinion, playing out of position uh, at the 4 in school in AU. They even had her playing at some 1, and that's 5'9", 5'10", Graceland Carmichael. So those are my 10 through 6. Go at it, guys. What's your thoughts?
I think it's a good list, man. Good list. I ain't got too much debate on it. We can keep it pushing.
Eddie, I know Eddie got something to say. Engage.
No, no, I agree. A good list. Definitely a lot of quality kids. Hoping that Khalil Lowry can get healthy, get back on the floor. Hopefully, she's training and try to maybe get back, maybe late May, early June, and then maybe make a run in July. So we hoping that baby can get back squared away. No, that's a good list. A good list of kids from 5 through 10. I mean 6 through 10. I'm so proud of you up until this point. There's no ties. Super proud of you, man, and what you're doing. Um, Kylie Trust is a phenomenal ball player. Um, I think she's probably one of the best conditioned basketball players that we've ever seen from the Showa Central Miss Run All Day. Ava Young is going to have a phenomenal season. Um, has had a phenomenal career, but on the AAU circuit, if you hadn't seen her really play ball, you finna really see her get a chance to play with Core, who's the ultimate. He is the absolute ultimate players coach. And I think he's going to bring out a lot more in her game. And I think she's going to gain a lot of traction, really get her just due this summer. Just a good group. Graceland Carmichael has so much potential, so much ability. She do a lot of stuff that don't go in the stat column. And just, I think one of those kids that every coach would love to have. I've enjoyed coaching her the past several years, last couple of years, I should say, because she's just a coach. She's very coachable, and just she puts everybody in their natural position. She'll be on the circuit with Gabe as well. She's another kid that I think is going to have a phenomenal season. Just she do a lot of the intangible stuff. But great list so far, man. I don't know if Gabe want to touch on any of those kids or not, but that's a good group of girls.
Before Gabe, I want you to talk, Gabe, about Khalil Lowry real quick, but I want to give you their numbers. Grayson Carmichael this year, off of Max Preps, I did look. She's averaging 10.8 for Laurel. She's part of the big 3 down there. Kylie Truss is averaging 16. Ava Young averaging 16.4. Go ahead, Gabe.
I'm gonna just before I get on Larry, I'm gonna say what everybody else want to say. Evie, your rankings are very, very highest. But no, Khalil Lowry, man, it's unfortunate that she's hurt. I can't wait till she gets back, and just super exciting to watch. Great feel for the game. Last year, they won district under Jason Kennedy at St. Martin, in probably one of the toughest districts in the state, if not arguably the toughest district in the state.
Yeah,
with Biloxi and Harrison Central last year, that had a pretty good squad. And I just watched her perform really well. Been coaching her for a few years, so obviously her skill set is far less than none. But again, that's a kid that you really can't wait to see get back. Even watching St. Martin now without her, it's not the same. But best believe around halftime, you're gonna see her on that court putting some shots up. She ain't gonna sit still for too long.
Well, that's awesome. And champion athletes, who's ever doing champion, I knew that they were saying that's referring to the school's not posting stats, and we kind of knew that, assume what you were talking about there.
Hey,
Go
I,
ahead. Oh, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead, Corey.
I just want to speak on, man, Grayson Carmichael, man, looked this really, really good this summer, like you spoke on. Um, man, I'm so fortunate to be able to coach a kid like that in the summer. Avery Young, baby, listen. Man, listen. If you ready to play that PG and put up them numbers, man, I'm just gonna be quiet. Let's move on, EV.
All
Y'all,
right.
y'all nice.
Shoes.
All right. Well, I said I went into my number 10 slot with the last, so I'm going to give you these next four. The next four are 9 through 6 are right now, like I say, everything's in flux, but right now it's flying with Cameron Hampton, the 6'6" forward at Boonville, well-built, athletic kid, defends, rebounds. He kind of plays the center spot for them. But right now, but he can step out and hit the shot, really active. Got a lot of upside. Landon Hall, a lot of people don't know about him. The other kid that passed Christian. 6'5" wing that shoots the three. He's my kind of wing, long, tall, that can really shoot it. Has had some really good performances this year for pass. And I think he projects really well to the next level, which is of course means a lot to me. He's a big wing. At 7, Jaron McCarter at Starkville, the center. I love him. He's just active, defends, rebounds, plays hard. Not the most skilled offensive guy, but you need that dog. So he's a big just role guy for them. But he's a big kid. Big kids are always at a premium. That's 6'7", 6'7", maybe 6'6", 6'7". And number 6 is Jaden Tate. The wing, the guard at Starkville. We all know him. He's an outstanding shooter. Can really shoot the ball. Which is the other trait in basketball that you can't have enough of, that you can't overly account for, shooting.
Well, I think that's a good list, Shoes. I love the two boys from Starkville. They're two of the guys that I know. Don't know a couple of those other kids. Hadn't seen them. Who would you say at 9? Who's at 9?
Cameron Hampton, the starting center for Boonville. Plays the center for Boonville. He's really forward. He can step out and shoot the ball. He rebounds, defends. Been second-year starter.
Gabe, have you seen any of those guys you talked about from past Christian? I know down your way. Talk to us a little bit about them.
Oh yeah, Landon Hall and Kyron. Man, Landon Hall is a kid I've watched over the years, and he's really grown. I think that growth spurt really helped him. He was always been that growth spurt has really elevated him a lot, man. He's one of the most exciting players I can say. I like to watch that. He's definitely took on the role of just kind of being a guy, and you can tell that he's really. I mean, he great coaches over there with Coach Sykes, Coach Willis, some of those guys over there, and they do a really good job with him. So that's one of the ones. Like I say, he at the top of my radar. I don't care who they playing against. Like I always enjoy watching him play.
Gino. Gino, what you Gino, you still there, or Gino then popped off for a second?
Doing Texas.
Yeah, no,
Gino doing Texas.
All right. Well, let's go to the final 5, and now Eddie's gonna be disappointed in me because up until now I had no ties. Well, here comes the ties, buddy. So I just want to go ahead and prepare you. But coming in at number 5, this young lady, I'm just telling you, I fell in love with her. She shot up the rankings. She's got several Division I offers: Chicago State, SEMO, Mercer. And here's the thing: people can say what they want about rankings and man, where did y'all get to? What made you think about her? This, that, and the other. Well, it validates you when they not only put the numbers up, but then when other college coaches see the same thing, because we're not putting a gun in anybody's head to put offers to people. And then just so let me educate everybody on this line, that's even watching this. There's the thing that they call relationship offers or non-committable offers per se. And every program has those where they have a relationship with a particular AU organization that they do people uh, favors, if you want to call them favor relationships. Hey, in time, hey, we want to help you out, whatever you want to call it. And so everybody has that. That's why we talk about relationships matter, because who you are connected with can help you get to the next level. And then there's some people that you have committable offers. And this young lady is a low to mid major player all day long, and she will and it will turn out that way. Her brother plays at Mississippi State on the football team. Coming in number 5, Olivia Smith, 5'9" from Tupelo. And then these next two young ladies, I'll be honest with you. This when we talk about these next going 4, basically, I have a tie at 3. So here's my first tie. The young lady, I saw her play for the first time last year in the state championship game, and I think that she's a no-brainer, low to mid-major player. I think she's the real deal. I think she's tough. I'd like to see her develop more of an outside shot, because I think right now I would look at her at the next level as an undersized 5. I think she needs to develop more of a skill set to become a strong 4. But I think she's going to play 5 at the next level if she doesn't get any better. And that's 6 foot center from Laurel, power forward center, Kaylee Walker. Just a straight dog, can score on the block, rebound, tough as nail, great body, college ready body right now. I think that Kaylee Walker, I got her at 3. And also tied with her, this next young lady. What I like about this next young lady is I have seen her improve her attitude. She came to one of my camps as a freshman, and in talking with her mom, talking with her brother brought her to the camp, and her attitude wasn't there. But to see the maturation of her has been impressive. And really, to be honest with you, this kid has the talent of a number 1 player in the state. Right now, she's hurt, she's injured, she's playing, she's about 70%. She's playing for Starkville, and that's 6'3", 6'4" Jada Gay. Jada Gay, I want to make this clear. I got her tied at 3 right now, but Jada Gay is a number 1 talent. So I want to make that clear. She can flat out play, and I'd like to. Right now, I personally, this is just my own personal opinion, I don't know how much I would be playing her because I just don't think she's fully healthy. But she's a 70% Jada Gay is better than a lot of players. So I understand. I do understand why she's playing. She's going to be a Division I player. She's already has obviously some mid-major offers. She's going to be a mid-major to mid-major plus. She's potentially a kid that could become, if she gets completely healthy, she could be a high-major player. She because of her size, she's a legit 6'3", pushing 6'4", Jada Gay. And so those are my ties. And then at the number 1 slot, I have a tie at number 1. And so I know Eddie's going to be mad at me and all of them, but it's okay. For number 1, this young lady was number 2 last year. And I just think the summer she had raised her to the number 1 level. And she's had a very good, and by the way, Kaylee Walker is averaging 17 points a game off of max preps. And she's averaging close to a double-double, if not a double-double. But this next young lady, I've moved her up to number 1 in a tie for number 1. 6'2", She's got several Division One offers. Shamira Morton. Shamira Morton from Canton. Right now, she's second in the state in scoring, averaging 23.7 a game. And so she has several high major offers. She has some mid-major offers. Shamira Morton, really good player. Can score. She can hit the ball. Well, I've seen. I like to see. She's a hard worker. I've seen her improve her mid-range. She can not only score around the block. I've seen her score against the mid-range. Then I've seen her play against some other people, and she's played really well. She plays. She had a good summer. Their team that she played with, I think, won the EYBL 16 and under championship. And so, and then the number one player, also, she retains her number one ranking for me, and that's Fran Kelly. Kelly has had a phenomenal year. You're talking about a young lady who, out of 18 games, has scored 30 or more 13 times. Fran Kelly has Mississippi State offer, Clemson offer, along with several mid-majors. As I've said, you heard me talk about Fran plenty of times. Fran Kelly hasn't done anything to lose her ranking. She played really well on playing up last summer with Brian Rucker's group and CJ French's group, the all-in team that went 31-4. They won 23 straight games. She started on that team. She's been a killer for Hernando all year, facing double teams, triple teams, and she still goes out and finds a way to get 30. She's actually leading the state in scoring at 27.9, like about 4 points higher than everyone else. And Fran Kelly, like I said, I'm all in on Fran Kelly. I think she's a big time player, and so those are my top 5 right there. Go ahead, and Eddie and everybody.
Let me jump in first, man. Let me say this. Hey, in shoes, you've been doing this longer than anybody. I look at you as being the real GOAT. It's actually an honor to even be on the same panel with you. Fran Kelly, when I did the rankings prior to EV, let me just say this. Think about what she's done. There are very few kids, and help me out. I know there's some boys' names that you probably have had that had started off number one. Because a lot of times what you see, the quote unquote young phenoms, a la Mason Manning and some other kids who, might start out like a friend who friend's been around since 6th or 7th grade as like a step ahead of most girls in her class. What she did is she came in my rankings was the number one middle school player. I had her number one as a freshman. She's taking over the rankings. She's continued to stay at number one. And I don't think people realize how hard that is when you being chased and you can argue her last 2 seasons, her best 2 seasons statistically. Not only is she putting up the numbers from a point standpoint, but she's rebounding. She got a phenomenal summer. She's distributing the ball. Probably one of the best leaders. I didn't realize, her leadership qualities until watching her in Punta. I can just watching her this summer. But I'm gonna say this, and I know the Malik Newmans and some other ones who started off number one and it's very few kids like her that are young prodigies. I'm talking about that 6th, 7th grade, and still her senior year, this kid still ranked number one. I think that's ultra impressive, man. What's your thoughts on that, Shoes? Like kids who get that young recognition
Yeah,
like
because
that
most
nationally
times when
too,
a kid,
and then still be able to, when the dust settles, still be at number one when everybody thinks.
you don't see it a lot, because most times when a kid is that good young, they probably a little more physically, have more physical attributes than everybody else. It's not skill as much as it's physical attributes. But with a kid like Fran that's continued to just grow and be develop her skill level, and you all give her the praise all the time. I've heard you all talk about her. I've seen the rankings. A kid or someone like that, kind of like you say about brings up Malik. Malik he had the number one slot when he was young, and he just kept it all the way through. And you just don't see that a lot because, like I say, a lot of times the kids that are really good at a young age are a little more physically developed, and they get caught up with it. But
Like
if
the
you have
big
that,
kid from Forest Hill.
huh? You have that
I was
one or
just
two
saying,
every
like the
now
big
and
kid
then.
from Forest Hill. I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of got a delay. The big kid from Forest Hill that went to John Lucas camp played at Forest Hill. I think he went. He switched a couple of schools, and when he got to college, country. I think that's his. There was
You talking about Ladarius Marshall?
Ladarius Marshall, national kid, top ranked, but as I don't know what he ended up in your final rankings his senior year, but you start to see people kind of catch him. It's hard, man, to be number one and be chased and praying still. I think EV is right on with Shamira Morton. It's almost blasphemy what I'm gonna say because I hate them damn ties, but if you had to tie one, those two definitely deserving of being the number one spot, man, for what they've done.
What do you
Shamira
mean?
Morton's stats is unbelievable. I mean, the kid is a walking triple double. What say?
EV, you won him over, EV.
Yeah, it was hard, but he had to give me a little credit on that one, huh? Eddie. I know it was hard for you, wasn't it, buddy? Can you hear Eddie? Can you hear him?
Oh yeah, but Shamira, man, it's going in and out, man. This old janky podcast crap you got us on, man. Can we get an upgrade? Who's our sponsor? Hold on, Tatum and Wade. Man, can we get some kind of damn upgrades on our podcast? Because
Well,
I'm going in and out. It took me forever to get on the show.
I can't help it that you would Jungle TNT instead of AT&T, and you're in Jungle Horizon. We're in Verizon, you're in Verizon. I mean, we can't help that. I mean, that's not on us because of you being in the jungle and all like that. I mean, that's not our fault, dog.
Well, look, before my stuff gone, let me say this. Shamira Morton, if y'all still can hear me okay, is definitely deserving of that number one ranking, man. The key, all she's done is just been a walk-in. She threatened a triple-double, it seemed like, every night. She got the offers. Uh, she had a phenomenal summer, obviously, MVP in the EYBL 16U championship game and had a really good game. Her resume and body of work is second to none. Olivia is, oh my God, there's very few kids I fall in love with. Coached against her last year. She was a handful to deal with. Definitely skyrocketed, and she would have skyrocketed if I was doing the rankings too. And then at 4, I think you had Kaylee's Walker. Let me just get mine in before y'all jump in. Kaylee's Walker, just a workhorse, a load, man. If she was 6'3", she'd have every BCS offer in the country potentially. She's that type of athlete and that type of talent. And then Jada Gay, I'll say this before I talk about how great of a player she is. Ain't no way in the hell that kid need to be playing right now. She need to go sit down, get that knee back right, get back to 100%. She's got a good chance to have a really good summer this year. And I wouldn't even look at her to like May. That kid needs to rest because the more she play on it, when it really matters this summer, I don't see her being a player that we know that she can be. And this is her last summer, which is her most important summer. And I know these high school coaches are chasing state championships. There ain't no way in the heck Kaylee's Walker be playing. I told Cord I wouldn't be playing Olivia Smith right now. No way possible. But I say all that to say this. Jada Gay, you could argue also when the dust settles, she might end up having the best collegiate career of any kid in that 26 class. I'm going to say this again. This podcast will be recorded. And don't be surprised if you look back and Jada Gay has had a better career than anybody in that 2026 class when the dust settles. I really believe that. I can most definitely see that. Get her healthy and sky's the limit. She can be a pro, man. That kid, I saw her playing at the top of the 1-3-1 with Starkville last year. And man, she jumped the passing lane. She got phenomenal instinct. And she was Jada Gay is a superstar. I'm off the record, man. You guys can go ahead and jump in before my phone go out or this practice service that we all goes out. So, but that's I just want to say my these 2 cents on those girls. All phenomenal players who had tremendous careers and great seasons.
Go ahead, Cord, Gabe, be the one. Jump in.
I mean, I want to say, Olivia Smith. I told y'all from the jump what type of summer she was gonna have. She had that type of summer. She just dangerous off the dribble. She can pass, shoot, and dribble from anywhere on the court. She can get it done. She's a playmaker, big, wiry guard. Probably one of the most athletic guards in this class. Once she get healthy, it's like 100%. Like you talking about jumping out the gym. It seems like I'm talking about explosive is all you can get. And for you to
Yep.
hear rumbles about
Mhm.
anybody questioning that kid, man, it ain't too many kids that can compare.
That's an idiot. Only an idiot would say that. An idiot or
Yeah,
somebody don't have a clue about basketball.
ain't no kids compare. You can't cut. You get not gonna stop all the dribble. She's gonna compete. She got that burst of speed is crazy. Next level player. Um, well, the
Yeah.
two you talk Kaylee's Walker and Jada Gay. They're very good players. I'm gonna say. I don't want to say too much because folks change your words up and play Professor X and do all that type of stuff. I ain't gonna say too much on it because you got dudes that just they build narratives and they think they own kids. So I ain't gonna say too much on them. They great players though. So that's all I'm gonna say. Shamira Moore, a great player. She done it day in and day out. Deservedly so to be up there with Fran, but Fran is just that player, man. She gets it done. She's a professional. Um, she approached this game as a professional. Just think of this. Think of this right now. The Mississippi, we doing something great because we got Fran Kelly, Ava Young, and Olivia Smith going to be in the same backcourt, the same jerseys on. And I just want to tell y'all, if y'all feel like y'all can mess with them three in that backcourt, man, pull up, and put your and no, I ain't planning on running clock. I'm talking about pull up and get the real game in. Listen, man, Fran Kelly the real deal, dog. She's gonna bully you. She's a LeBron James of that class. So, uh, like I said, I don't want to speak on the other two kids because all words get twisted up. Folks wind up get text messages that come out the sky and all kind of stuff. So, all right, EV, I'll pass on the game.
I have much to say. No, definitely Olivia Smith, uh, Jada Gay, Kaylee's Walker, man. Them players that's hurt, man. I'm with y'all, man. I'd rather them get healthy, and not even just for AAU season, but just so they can actually be at 100% when they do return, rather than playing them at 60, 70%. Man, some of these coaches and stuff don't know that these kids hurt. So when they look at them, that perception is there. Man, that could put a bad taste in these coaches' mouth. Um, I can say this though, man. I love Jada Gay. Jada Gay is definitely one of the ones that's at the top of my list. One of the ones I'm
Watch
hoping.
what you say, Gabe.
I just say I love Jada Gay, man. I love
Oh,
Jada Gay.
okay. Yeah,
Jada Gay,
okay.
they know what's going on. I love Jada Gay, man.
Yeah,
Everybody know.
yeah. We know you love you. You saying positive word, but positive word turn to negative text messages and all that type of stuff that turns crazy.
I
But
ain't
go
got.
ahead, Gabe. I'm
And
sorry.
and
I ain't mean to take care of EV show.
and live and a
Well,
bunch of
I
damn
hate
lies.
being lied on, bro. That's one of my pet
Man,
peeves,
it's
bro.
so much a line is folks I haven't seen before in my life. Man, this
Pull up.
person sat right by the mama
Pull up.
just lying. No,
Hey, Gabe, go ahead, Gabe. It's okay.
Yeah,
We got your
I
back.
love Jada Gay, man. I want to. I know we've talked about before, contender, but I think we factored in her, her being a big piece into that state championship run. Shamar Morton, another one, man, just having an incredible year. Obviously, she's putting up tremendous numbers. Eddie said double every night. Shout out to her. And then Fran Kelly. Man, Fran Kelly, I've watched a good bit of Fran Kelly, but I had never seen a high school game until this year. Man, Fran Kelly is the real deal. Um, Obviously, her skill set is high, but man, the intangibles that come with her, the way she communicates on the floor, the way she keeps her teammates involved, is never really a a negative moment for her. You know, missed shots, turnovers, fouls, anything that you would consider to be, you know, those momentum killers. Man, she's always kind of in the same mindset. You know, always optimistic. So she's definitely deserving of that #1 spot in my book.
Mhm. Y'all watch what y'all say now. You know, your stuff can turn, twist around. But hey, that's a great list, EV. Great top five though. Great top five.
Man,
Can't
EV,
argue with
I keep telling y'all that man, list bias.
you. Man, that man ain't biased. That man, well, listen to everybody out here. I know we playing around, but EV, he actually go watch these kids in the summer. He actually put time and effort in this. Get this dude his credit. Y'all give all the other dudes that just copy and pasting, folks. EV don't copy and paste because I don't win at EV about so many kids, and he know if if it was my ranking, a lot of my kids would be in top 10. And just being honest, everybody biased, but EV try to do it the right way and bump what y'all do. Stay. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Bump what they say, man. EV, you do it the right way, man. Hey, keep on doing this for the state, man. It deserving so. And every kid is on this list, just know you was evaluated correctly and from an honest guy.
I appreciate that, Cord. You know, it's sometimes people don't understand in these lists, and and you see some people that
That shoot with two hands, EV. Ain't got no college stats or high school stats. We ain't listening to these guys no more. Now, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no AU. They ain't got no alumni. They ain't got nothing going on. They gonna dissolve in 2 years. We ain't listen to these folks no more, man. Go ahead, EV.
anyway, I wasn't going all there, but the thing
I'm
that
going.
can be a little frustrating. Shoes knows this. We do our stuff with I don't have a child involved. I don't get paid for this per se. Obviously, you get paid for camps and different things that you do, which you should. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's some people put out lists and different things and write articles and they charge you for it. And a lot of people tell me have told me, EV man, you all the time and work you put in, you should charge. So I'm not hating on those who are doing that, but it's unfortunate that sometimes you don't. The Bible talks about giving honor where honor is due, and so, Cord, I appreciate you saying that. And you have a guy like Shoes who's been around for a long time, and I understand how it is when you're in the spotlight or doing anything, coaching, doing the media or whatever. You put yourself out here to be chastised and criticized. And so I'm a big boy. I can understand that. Literally, I'm a big boy. Uh, and so I can handle it. But, I just, I encourage people to be fair,
But EVD guys think they right. You the one of the guys that you answer your phone. You will go. You will listen to somebody if they had an opinion about something. If I was you, I wouldn't listen to some of these cats because they ain't got no backbone to be talking all this stuff. Shoes, you too. I know y'all probably listen to some of these guys, man. I wouldn't even be listening to these guys. Y'all got too much years in the game to be listening to dudes that ain't been doing it that long. They're just in it for their daughters or whatever the case may be. That's cool. But listen, man, y'all got too much meat in the game to be listening to any of these guys that think they know something for a little small time. They gonna be gone, and we still gonna be here doing rankings, man.
Shoes, who's your top five?
Hey, let me say this. Can y'all hear me okay, Cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Go ahead. That's my, yeah. So y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Shoes. Hey, Shoes, go ahead and do your top five, man. I almost got us out. I was about to get us kicked off the daggum thing. Go ahead, Shoes. Do your top five. That was a sign that I don't need to say what I was going to say. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Y'all got a lot going on in that girl side.
Ain't that crazy? Hey, Shoes, they follow. There's a lot of weird stuff going on the girl
I
side now.
mean, all I say about this is that, but Eddie, like he was talking about the ranking, man, I do what I do. I catch a lot of heat. I get a lot of heat. I get a lot of lot of responses. I don't consider it heat because I don't give a darn. I got a thick skin. I don't care what nobody think about what my stuff. I stand by it. Hey, if they
And
don't like
shoes
it,
ranked me
it's fine.
before. So
Huh?
shoes ranked me before. So shoes, no, we got shoes ranked me before.
But my starter at
Man,
number five, huh? At number five,
now I was gonna say,
I got
what shoe?
You got the
you keep coming in and out.
Eddie,
I mean,
hold tight, Eddie. Go ahead, choose, and then you hold tight, Eddie. You come back. Go ahead.
At five, I got this guy is kind of under the radar. A lot of folks don't know about him. One of the leading scorers in the state. A 6'5", 6'6" forward that can really put the ball in the hole. He's athletic. He can finish around the rim. He can stick the jumper. He'll hit the three. He got a streak of 3-point shot. His name is Tyrese Ricardo. He plays forward at Resurrection Catholic down on the coast in Pascagoula. He's one of the lead scorers in the state, probably one of the best prospects in this class. He played last year at Moss Point and transferred over to Resurrection Catholic this year. And he was tearing it up over there. And unfortunately, he had a knee injury right before Christmas, so he's out for the rest of the year. But man, I mean, based on the season he was having, he deserves to be put in the rankings and near the top of the rankings, man. He was having a fantastic season scoring the ball. Like I say, got good size. He's more of a wing forward with good size, athleticism, and the ability to score the ball. And I don't know if Gabe, but you seen him? Gabe. Gabe must be gone.
No, Gabe, have you seen him?
Gabe.
Gabe, sleep, man.
Yeah, Gabe, what's up, Gabe?
You man. I don't know.
All right, go ahead. Right. We'll go back to Gabe.
Next is number 4. I got Blake Nevels, the 6'2" guard from Pascagoula. I mean, he's having a great season. They're a well-balanced team down there. They got him. They've got a couple guys I already got in the senior that I had last week in my senior rankings, top both the top 15 guys. They had a big win last night. Yesterday beat Germantown, became my number 1 team in the state today. I mean, he's a big, strong point. Can get to the rim. A little bit streaky shooter, but he's a great command of the ball. Great forward vision. Bro does a great job of running, of controlling the team for Pascagoula. And just has great size and ability for the point slot. At 3, I got Mason Williams at Germantown. The younger Williams brother, whose dad is Mo Williams, the head coach at Jackson State. I mean, Mason he's a great point guard. I love watching him play. He distributes the ball, but he can score the ball. And he's a sit down in you defender. I mean, he'll sit down and defend you and defend the heck out of you. But he's a great passer, great running team, quick, and then can score the ball if he has to. And my last 2, at 2 is Ethan Long, the 6'7" center, the 6'7" forward in Hattiesburg. Was at Pedal last year. I mean, he's been right here at the top of the class for the last year and a half, year plus. He rebounds, he can score around the goal, he can step out and shoot it. He always seems that just stats the stuff sheet most nights. Long, active, got a lot, and definitely has a chance to be should be a Division One player. And at 1 is, hey, he's been number 1 in his class forever. Was near number 1 in the nation at one time. He's fallen off a little bit, but he's still a double the top prospect in the state, in Ohio State. Sam Funches, 6'11". Tim Duncan looking like over there at Germantown. I don't need to talk a lot about Sam. Everybody knows about him and knows what goes on. He's long, athletic, can step out and shoot the ball, finish around the rim, block shots, runs up and down, moves up and down the floor well. Outstanding prospect. Got a lot, I got high major offers already.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I like. I think I'm a big Sam Funches fan, lefty. Kind of puts you in the mode of Chris Bosh a little
Yeah,
bit. He's Chris Bosh's. Mason Williams is a flat dog. Ethan Long reminds me of the kid um, from Indiana. He played high school in Indiana. Been a 10, 12-year veteran. He reminds me of Trey Lyles. Uh,
okay, yeah.
you know,
With the
he's
Kentucky.
yeah, he reminds me a lot like him. I wish he had a little bit more of a motor, but at 6'7", he is really skilled. I hadn't seen the other kid. Gabe, Shoes asked you when your thing was going. Uh,
But you seen Tyrese? Have you seen Tyrese at Resurrection?
And I had just got a text message of somebody telling me that he was really good, but I haven't seen him.
Okay. Yeah.
Caleb Rhines has jumped in tonight. Hello, Caleb. He says, I've seen Shoes at JA versus prep. I think it's okay to rank kids as long as boots are on the ground. I don't know if that, I'm just asking, Caleb. I don't know if that is a subliminal statement or not, because, I have boots on the ground too. I guess I didn't go to the JA prep game, but I have boots on the ground as well. So I don't know what that was about. But then he also said, Shoes, to you, he'll take Marcus Goodlow over the younger Williams any day of the month. And
that's his opinion. They like assholes. Everybody got one.
Yeah. And I'm a big Marcus Goodlow fan. I like Marcus Goodlow, but Mason Williams, him of the same size. And Mason Williams and again, when we talk about rankings, we're talking about what's gonna, Shoes has the same thought process as I do. When we look at next level, where do you position out at next level? Goodlow right now is a combo guard, and he plays more of the two. Caleb Gator plays the one for Jay. Mason Williams is a pure point guard. And now, if you put Mason Williams and Caleb Gator, when it comes to defense, Caleb Gator is the best one-on-one defender in the state, hands down.
I don't like to say anything that can be considered. I don't like to tear kids down and things. But did any of you all see any of the JA games last year? The defense that the Williams boys and Gator, the three of them out there, and Goodlow was good, but the defense that those three guys would put on people out there last year was just had people handing them the ball, huh?
Yeah, that's right. No, those kids, I agree with you. Those things, and Goodlow's good. Goodlow's good. Where he's, I think Shoes, you had him in what, top 20?
Yeah, he's in the top 20.
Yeah,
he was at 19.
Yeah, but there is a difference between and Mason and him.
Mason is bigger and better ball handler, maybe quicker. Goodlow can shoot the lights out. Now I give him his credit. He can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot the basketball.
He can shoot the basketball.
Like everybody says, it's a matter of opinion. So so anyway, well, man, we've been going. I'm not gonna belittle the time. We're gonna go right into. I think it's been a great show. We're gonna go right into. There's a few more things I want to touch on, but while we touch on them, let's go into our final geeks of the night. We'll start with Q. Are you still on, Q, or you just? I know Q might just have the thing on. He's probably made $10,000 tonight already with doing that.
He only seen that money.
Yeah,
I'm on EV. I was I didn't hear Brooklyn Adams name. Was she in the top 25 or what?
Brooklyn Adams. Here's the thing about Brooklyn Adams. Brooklyn Adams is a kid who's putting up phenomenal numbers this year. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Brooklyn Adams play. I haven't laid my eyes on her, and I try not to rank kids. She just, unfortunately, I hadn't seen her play. She's obviously in our best of the rest. I look forward to seeing her this summer from North Forest. Have you seen her play, Q?
Yeah, I've seen her play.
What's your thoughts about her?
I mean, I think that she'll be somewhere on your list next year. Um,
Okay.
after you said this summer. But I just missed the first five, so I didn't know was she in that number or not.
Yeah, she's the oh, you talking about the just missed it. Well, based on her numbers, she's definitely somebody who's worth mentioning, and I appreciate you mentioning her. And you've seen her play, so we'll have a list out definitely again after this summer, and even potentially before then. And one of the things we're gonna have, the big elephant falling asleep shoes. He done got tired over there. The elephant falling asleep. And so, but one of the things we'll do, a lot of these kids, we'll have our showcase coming up March 22nd at MRA. And that's where a lot of kids have been discovered. I mean, we've had everybody from, and we didn't, and I want to make this clear. So I'm going to slow down and say this. We obviously didn't discover Josh Hubbard, okay? But Josh Hubbard is some of the likes of Josh Hubbard who's played in the showcase. We didn't discover Josh Hubbard. I want to make that clear before somebody go back and say, Evie said that no, we didn't discover. He's played in the showcase, and the showcase gives you an opportunity. We have the top players and players that will be getting a link out and the flyer out here in the next week, and you can go ahead and get ready to send your invitation in to play at the showcase, girls and guys. And we have a lot of college coaches that come through, and a lot of people get discovered, and people have gotten scholarships from it, and all of those things. So we'll get a chance to see that. And this will be our 5th annual one, matter of fact. And we were the first people outside of Mississippi, Alabama to start doing the all-star stuff, per se. We just call it a showcase. Some people else call it all-star. And you can play in ours and go play in somebody else's. We don't want to dictate whose ones you can't play in. So we wanted to throw that out there as well. But anyway, let's have our last Geeks of the Night. Q, we'll start with you. I mean, you mentioned Brooklyn Adams. Anybody else? Your last geek of the night.
No, I just appreciate being on tonight. I think the rank is pretty solid. Like I said, the approach you take to it, I appreciate it. Everybody ain't gonna agree, because everybody got their favorites and their picks. But at the end of the day, if you didn't make the list, keep putting in the work. You know what I'm saying, and get to where you want to get to. You can. It's possible.
I appreciate that, Q. Gabe.
I just want to say, man, shout out Mississippi All In. Shout out to them 2027s. Had a few of them get some offers today. Got a couple of more that we're gonna be announcing soon. But shout out Mississippi All In. We all win. We all in, baby.
All right, Cordarius Jones.
Y'all want me to get my last geek?
Yeah, keep it kosher.
Okay.
Bring
That's a
it.
pickle.
Bring it.
That's a pickle. That's a pickle, ain't it?
You see shoes. He talking about bring it.
I like shoes, man. Shoes, my guy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. We putting together something special. All I gotta say, I'm not pulling up to no tournament that's running clock. But you can meet us at the Buck Shootout, and you can meet us at the Magnolia Classic, where that thing gonna stop clock, and I'll play you. I want y'all to pull up, man, like we used to do back in the day. Pull up and play. Stop being scared, man. Stop talking about, oh, the parents said we're gonna get into, they're gonna get in a fight. Nah, listen. We're gonna have that thing structured out. All right, come play and pull up. If you feel like you got the best team in the state of Mississippi, pull up and play. Ain't this how we resolve everything? Pull up and play, and let's just get between the lines and let's figure it out. If I lose, I lose. I don't care. But guess what? I want it. And I'm talking to all y'all AAU programs in state that think y'all bigger and better than us. That's all of y'all. Okay? Mississippi All In is where you should be. Look at the results. It's too many kids, man. It's too many offers. It's too many resources. Come on over here with the grass is definitely greener, and we're gonna take care of you. And any program that want to contend against this 17U team, I'm about to roll the red carpet out. You hear me? We're gonna have shades on every time we come out this year, especially when we playing against y'all suckers. So guess what? I'm gonna leave it alone. But come play us though. All right.
Hey. All right, Corey, you gonna get
I
that
don't
belt?
care. Listen, B to A. And if you know how to spell and you know how to, use acronyms and abbreviations, you know what B to A means. That belt to that muck, woo wee. You know what it means.
Easy one. Let me get off court before he go. Easy one.
Ain't nothing
Hey,
easy
listen, hey,
tonight.
great show tonight. Shout out to all the girls. Great show tonight, man. I'm having technical, as EV would say, technical difficulties. I do apologize. Y'all passed the collection plate around. I got this old cheap Android phone. I guess it's time for me to upgrade or something. But nonetheless, man, shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to all the young ladies who made the young ladies and men who made the shoes and EV top 20, top 25 list, as well as all of the young ladies and men who made the North South All Star game, as well as the Mississippi Alabama game. Now, we got all that crap out the way. Now let's get to the real deal. Now I'm gonna need a little bit. How much time do I have on my thing, man? What do I got? 30 seconds
Man, listen, Ed, you got about 1,000 seconds,
on
man. Go
the
ahead.
last geek.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
um, let me just say this. One of the things that I think we have to do, um, Mississippi is fighting an uphill battle to overcome a lot of stereotypes that our kids aren't good. We don't run good programs. We don't put good product on the floor. And it really hurts us when we got the Baptist church on every corner mentality. If you are a piano player and that's what you've been doing, uh, or you are artist or whatever, man, just stay in your lane and do what you're good at. Don't come and think that you can come into a space that you don't have experience in and you got it all figured out. As you said earlier, we've been doing this before you. When your kids graduate from school the next year or two, we'll still be doing it. This ain't the Daddy Ball Academy. And so we're real guys who do this at a high level, who's been doing it at a high level for years. Check the resume. With over 20 kids in Division One basketball right now that we've touched, another 6 or 7 that got most Division One offers in JUCO. Yet you got it all figured out, and you have no kids in college right now. You don't have one alumni kid that you can go watch and play. We currently have that. Now you go back 10, 15 years, and you think about what we've accomplished. Um, you can't be a one-hit wonder and come at the Giants. And we've been trying to be quiet and trying to be cordial. We've tried to sing Kumbaya. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the false narratives. And I'm really sick of the AAU programs throughout the state. One program in particular merging with an out-of-state team to go put this trash on the floor, and that's a real bad reflection on our state. You're gonna go merge with somebody from Arkansas who obviously don't have no idea that you don't even have a good quality team. You have no product that you can put on the floor that's going to be of substance. It's going to be a complete utter mess, a straight embarrassment, not just on your program, but on the state of Mississippi. Because when those college coaches happen to stumble on your court and they see that shit show, because I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna say this about the daddy ball daycare or daddy ball academy, whatever the hell that other program is. I will say this about them: they do have quality. They do have some quality kids who got a really good product on the floor. For the most part, they look the part. They do a good job in what they're doing in terms of selling a good image to the state and giving a good state. The Daddy Ball Academy does this. They do represent the state well in terms of how they travel and putting a good product on the floor and representing the state in a good way.
Yeah,
But
but
that
when you
shit
lie on
stuff,
me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it when you lie on me.
well, I mean,
I don't want to hear about no good product.
well, but I got that. But I'm saying the shit show program that's finna go out and play in front of college coaches, and it's gonna be a bad look, not just on them, but on the state of Mississippi. And I just say, stay in your lane, do what you do. This is our state. We run the state. All these out of town clowns who trying to come in and tear up what we're doing. I'm at the front line and I ain't going nowhere. And I'm gonna be here until God called me to do something different. And let me just say this: these programs that's on life support, man, it's time to pull the plug on y'all. Period. End of discussion. We've been quiet. We've tried to keep the peace, but all of the lying and all of the false narratives, it's got to stop, man. We've been here. We've been doing this. The writing on the wall. We're an army over here, and we control the state of Mississippi, and that's the way it's gonna be. Get over it. Let your kids graduate. Go back to doing whatever the hell y'all was doing before y'all started. If you was painting, if you was in the
Man,
band,
please.
whatever the hell you was doing, go back to what you was doing. We're trying to pair up our state and level up our state so we can get the respect and overcome the stereotypes about our kids here in Mississippi. Don't need no goofballs taking that stupid product on the floor and making us look bad because we've had enough negativity on the state. So that's my final geek. I don't give a damn if y'all get tired of me talking about it. Stop watching the show.
Hey,
Cut it out. 'Cause if you come
yeah,
back
cut
and
it off,
watch next week, I'm gonna be on the same thing. Period.
cause you
So
definitely gonna watch. They definitely gonna watch Eddie. And guess what?
yeah.
Man, listen, do it,
All
Dave.
right. Shoes, your turn.
No, it ain't no all right.
Hold
It's
on,
not all right.
hold on,
It's not all right.
hold on,
Let's shoot. Go ahead, shoot.
hold on, hold on, Sue. Hold on, Sue. Hold on, Sue. 1 minute, Sue. I respect you, Sue. But listen, man, stop making these false narratives, dog. Pull up and play. Pull up and play. To the panel and all that other stuff y'all got going on. Talk to them. Pull them. I want to talk to them too. Pull up and play. Don't make no false narrative on me, man. Because I promise you, Eddie know one thing about me. I'm gonna come play you. I'm gonna pay my strength. I don't care if it's $500. If I want to play a team, I'm coming to play you. And it just is what it is. Y'all are soft in this state. Y'all are soft. Y'all don't understand the
Hey,
grind we have put
it's
in.
all free entry this year.
Free engine for them.
Go ahead, Cole. I'm sorry, man. My
Yeah,
stuff messed up.
you a good guy. You a
Shoes,
good
go
guy,
ahead,
Eddie.
man.
Go ahead, Shoes.
Hey guys, I've been doing this ranking stuff a long time. I know y'all, and all y'all been like you say, all y'all been at this a good while too. Ed and Cord, y'all been doing this a long time. So by now you ought to know it's gonna be stuff said about you. It's gonna be stuff said to you. It's gonna be, you're gonna get negative stuff said. Man, y'all been there too long to even give a damn. Y'all been there too long to even give a damn. Come on, man. Come on.
Lies.
Let,
That's all.
let, let them do them and y'all do y'all.
It's
You
And
lies.
the
right.
story
That's
gonna be told at the end of the day. Story gonna be told. Just keep doing you. Keep doing y'all. Don't let them bring you down to their level or bring it to their level, and yeah, everything will be fine. Stay strong, guys. Stay strong, y'all. I'm a guy. Stay strong, guys. You ain't
Sound
gotta
like a people.
don't go to their level.
You right, Shoes, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna lie. When they
You
lie
keep
on me, I gotta say something. I'm cool because I was cool with that person. You lie on me and say you got text messages and all that type of stuff, I gotta come back and say something. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Listen, pull up and play. Pull up and play. I love a competition. Let's just play. And guess what, Shoes? If you want to referee the game, you neutral. Get some other guy. We'll pay you. I'm gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. What you want? $40 a game? I got you.
I sure call
$50 a
it.
game here.
He'll show call it. He ain't gonna turn. He ain't gonna turn down that.
That's just it, man. Hey,
No
I do this.
praise.
I love
No praise.
doing
Hey,
it.
plenty fries.
I
Look,
ain't
we
even
running
worried
social
about
media. We doing all that plenty fried stuff is the whole way we running social media. We out here grinding. Our boots are on the ground, dog. Let's get it.
All right.
That's a ranking show, right? My bad. I'm sorry, EV.
Yes.
I thought it was Gilbert Arenas podcast or something I was on. My bad.
Shoes, did you have anything
Well,
else you want?
with him and Eddie going here like they do, it's easy to follow. It's easy to follow suit.
Well, Pastor getting ready to clean it up for us, man. I mean, he
Clean it
knew
up, Pastor.
eventually he done held us down. We've been holding it down and singing, holding hands and trying to sing kumbaya and trying to have peace. just sick of the lying. I never seen a person manipulate and lie so damn much. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what I ain't with the lies. I'm cool with all the competition, but the lies don't do that to me, dog. I can't do it. I ain't built
Ev
like that.
Ev don't do a good job of holding us back, though. I can tell you that much. He
Yeah,
don't
he
do a
do.
good job.
He had me by the neck one time. I said, "Ev, please let me up."
Long as they don't sit on
EV the only person that can control Eddie. Eddie used to be a ruthless dog, man. I called Eddie one night. I said, Eddie, don't ever say that stuff on Twitter about me again. I called Eddie. You remember that? I used to call Eddie, don't you ever. I promise. I'm going to pull up in Jackson.
oh
See,
no,
they don't
man.
know
Hey,
that.
look, let me just say this. Let me just say this. There's never been a beef like me and Cord. Me and Cord was at each other's throats. I'm talking about like it was just ready when we seen each other. But you know one thing I like. Here's what I respect about Cordarius. Regardless of what was going on, regardless of how much we talk stuff, we gonna see each other and we was gonna be on and popping. He showed up. You
I'm
know,
going to
I
play.
treated him with respect. He came in the lines, then he played. He wasn't chicken shit like these other guys are chicken shit. And some of them just don't feel like, let me just say this. Eddie Young and his family is doing well. We live a really good life. God has blessed us financially. I promise you, I don't miss your little $10 to $15. I'm willing to give you a free entry to the tournament. If you want me to get a free of your parents in or your board, some of your board members or whatever the
Board
hell y'all
members. You
got
got to
going
get the
on,
board members in.
get
You
the
got to
board,
get them
take
in.
care of y'all board members. We'll get
Yeah.
y'all some free passes. I may even bring the hospitality room back for you, and I'm gonna show you a really, really good time. And so we can do that. That's not. But Cord, Gabe, these guys showed up. They walk into the lines. Then the people ain't gonna play up. Them people scared to death. They are not. And here's the thing: go play.
And
If
Eddie,
you
I
don't
remember
come to
pulling up
Magnolia
by
Classic, that's
myself
fine.
one time.
Go play
I
in
remember
Cord's
pulling
tournament like
up
you
in
said you was gonna
Jackson.
do.
I remember pulling up in Jackson by myself. By myself. And say, hey, I ain't hey, let's go, EV. You got the last geek?
I sure do. Shoes, do you have anything else?
All right, man. That's all. Congrats, like Eddie said, congratulations to all the kids that made the All-Star teams. Look forward to watching, trying to get out and see the All-Star games. I'm planning on going to Mobile for the Mississippi Alabama game. And as I said about my rankings, that truthfully, that junior class ranking is still in flux. Where I had everybody tonight, I'm still debating on a lot of spots. But I probably be releasing the final draft late this week or early next week.
Well,
But
first of all,
everybody pretty much in the area they were. I can say that much.
awesome. I appreciate everybody for jumping in and being a part of the show tonight. Uh, Thank you all for coming in. One of the things, my last week, I want to say to the parents, and I've said this several times, uh, just if you would, the best thing for you right now is to enjoy the ride. Your kids, a lot of your kids, uh, are talented kids. Their story is being written. It is not over. It is being written. So let it be. Uh, just let it happen. As I've said before, don't be a microwave parent. Be a oh God, I forgot my thing. A crock pot. Just let it simmer. A lot of these talents, these kids that we have in the top 20, top 25, even on the list, they're girls that are on the best of the rest that's already committed to junior college. You're winning the game. You've won the game as long as the Lord allows you to wake up every day and you've won the game. And so, but here's the thing I would love for you to do. When I look at our kids, and I have kids in this generation, which I say from 13 to 39, and I have daughters, I have sons who fit that 13 to 39 narrative. Now, obviously, the 30 to 39 are more mature than obviously the 13 to 18. And then 18 to 22. Then you got 20, the 28, the 26s to 30. But the one thing that I see about our generation that's disheartening is the selfishness and those who don't understand sacrifice and the ungratefulness. But then, to be honest with you, I see it coming a lot from the parents. And we got to do better as adults. It's us. We have to do better. They are looking at us. And so we got to do better. So when they see us cussing and fussing, or if they see us talking about people, or this, that, and the other, it's because they're just imitating us. I've always told people, I'm anointed to deal with young people. If a young person doesn't like EV, it's because somebody has said something that's close, that's negative about me. And there's no reason for that. And we got to do better. If your child is not doing well in a particular game and the team wins, man, still cheer for the team. Don't be one of those parents that it's all about your child. If your child doesn't do well, then you don't have anything to say. Don't be a parent that if something's not going well at one school, you take them out and put them at another one every year. Don't do that. Let them face some type of adversity, because when they get to college, because you haven't allowed them to face adversity, when they face it, they don't know what to do. And then they're going to really break your heart because they're going to be older and then they're going to quit. And so I encourage you, let's all do better. And I appreciate each and every one of you coming on. And, I appreciate the negative along with the positive, because it only makes you better. And I want to make this clear. I only have one enemy, ultimately, and that's Satan. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, rulers, and of darkness in high places. That's the person. That's who I really have a problem with. Now, there's some people that Satan uses in the form of man, and hey, Satan has used me before in my flesh. So I'm not saying that he's used my wife. So I want to make that clear, that Satan can use anybody if we allow our flesh to get involved. But at the end of the day, if we would just, all of us look at take care of our own, take care of us, look in the mirror and look how we can get better, the world will be a better place. And so, I want to say one last geek to the family of Brooke Walker. I don't think we've been on since she left. Since she's left us. Brooke was a sweet young lady. She's gone now. She got in a car accident on her way back to practice from Jackson, on her way back to Goodman. And so she impacted a lot of girls' lives, both with the Mississippi Jazz and also the college kids that she coached. And so keep the Brooke Walker and the Jazz family and all the people that she touched in your prayers. But one of the things, and I shared this, and I shared a text with several people, that God, and I'm going to leave with this. One of the things that we have to always remember is this. No matter when we get these different little edgy situations and things that we don't like about different people, that's, because we are human. But one thing I want everybody on here to understand, I don't hate anybody. The Bible says, love your enemies. And even those of you, like I said, my real enemy is Satan. But even the ones that I have challenges with, I don't want anybody to go to hell. Because when you die, the one thing about death is it seals your fate. Whatever you believe, once death occurs, there's no more getting it right. There's no more, that's it. And so I encourage us all, because we never know when our name is going to be called, to, man, let's try to live in peace with people as much as possible. And so that's what I encourage you to do, because, man, I love you with the love of God that's shed abroad in my heart. Even though we may not agree, even though we may not get along, I don't wish any evil on anyone. And so for Lavelle Shoes Johnson, Cordarius Jones, Quincy, Gabe, Gino, the easy one, I appreciate you all coming on here tonight. And I want to say, have a good night, good evening, and we'll see you the next time.
Peace out.